Okay. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Ophelia, yeah, we're looking at here. Looking at Rally, looking at Deadwood. They're being banned out. Okay, so Rally, Big Bird's still available. Master is still available. Very strong supports as well in Pebbles. So a lot of options here. Where are they going to take it?
Yeah, not quite sure. Pablo using a lot of the extra time right now, and does end up locking Pebbles and Fade. So two heroes that can work pretty well in conjunction with one another, and oftentimes we'll see them squaring off in the middle lane in their dual lanes. And you actually favor one of those lanes over the other.
Yeah, I favor the Pebbles lane almost always over the Fade lane, unless you're looking at an active jungler, a Parasite, a Tempest that comes in with his stun, something like that, an Ophelia gank, something that can sort of turn the tides in Fade's favor in a straight dual lane versus dual lane. I usually favor the Pebbles. Of course, runes and things can play a role, but in general,
In general, indeed. Oh man, Rally gonna be locked up right there. Love seeing him, but the one I'm really excited for right here is Brumble Emperor. We've seen this hero run a couple of times before. I believe that TT Esports has ran it. I want to say that Pencils actually used to have Zetpro playing this one, and of course the spiritual successors here in Europicans. You think we might see a Brumble pickup?
I don't know. It's like, yeah, without Zepro here, are we going to see the beast unleashed? Kind of hard to say, especially with some strong heroes there in the lock pool.
Yeah, could be one of those troll picks, but he's a strong hero, man. Like people have been really hesitant to use him, but I think that he definitely has a place in certain lineups. But like you said, when there's so many other good heroes in that lock pool, it's going to be kind of a hard thing to design a team specifically around him when there's already three kind of initiator type heroes that might be able to do his job maybe even a little bit better, especially like Rally. I feel like he actually has an extremely similar role to Bramble.
Yeah, we've seen those group up and get too tanky for them. I mean, any team to kill you, even with their initiation routes before. They're you initiate and then you fail, and then you're in the heart of the enemy team. Bramble excels at that, obviously, because of his ensnaring shrubbery, preventing the damage, and then the vine wall coming out, preventing the escape and locking them down after they do have a failed initiation.
Yeah, looking forward to it. The band's going out right here. Yolam choosing to get rid of Nymphora, Wretched Hag, and Engineer. Whereas on the other side, Pablo got rid of the Ophelia, Jeremiah, and Wild Soul. So no mass healing strategy. And Wild Soul banned out at the very end, just putting it just right there so that Yolam could sniff out that Wild Soul and just barely, barely smell it. And then taking it all away. What a jerk.
True, true, true. Um, I feel like I haven't seen Fade in a while.
Yeah, it's true. She
I feel
has
like she
kind
just
of died
hasn't made
off.
it through in such a no, yeah, but she's just been banned out more often than not.
Yeah, that's true. That's
I
true. She
haven't
does
really
get
seen her
fade.
go unpicked. I just haven't seen her played in what I feel is a long while. The Pharaoh and the Aluna already setting up wonderfully for either repels or a fade, but we see that Pharaoh fade combination in map control a lot. A lot of clear vision coming out, a lot of gank potential for the fade. It really helps her fade ganks. When you come out that stun, then you have the additional damage of the red power throw and the rocket.
Yeah, indeed. Now, on the other side, of course, the MOA first pick, the Ophelia, going to be banned out, so losing that kind of synergy. But other options here for Afraid, not going to be looking for their initiators most likely. Probably going to be looking for some kind of a suicide. Wouldn't be surprised to perhaps see a Bubbles come on out. But what else could they really be looking at right now?
Big Bird's still in the game. Just
Yeah.
throwing that out there too. And well, if they're running Masters support, then which it looks like they might, maybe not favoring that route, but he is still on the board.
Tundra available as well. Had success with that in the last game.
It's true.
So we'll see here in just a moment. Yolam's got about 15 seconds to actually get this pick out, get his next two picks out, indeed. Magnus Andromeda. So the makings of an offensive tri-lane when paired up with maybe something like the Pebbles right there, along with the Master of Arms. This is a lot
It
of options for sure.
tells us Master of Arms is going to be in that carry role this game, though.
You think so? I don't think so. I think
You think
that
they're just going? You don't think they're going to grab a Tempest here? You think they're just going to go for?
I think they'll go for Pebbles Fade if they are allowed to. I think that they'll first pick Pebbles right now, but I don't know. I could be wrong
Um,
here.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't expect to get Pebbles Fade at all, just because if they,
But with
I
the
mean, you'd expect the Hellborn team to get one of those.
yeah, well, one of them. They expect the Hellborn team to get the Tempest plus one of the Initiators, and then you can get the Pebbles plus Rally or the Pebbles plus Fade out of the lock pool here for the Legion. I think they're going to end up running an aggressive tri-lane, and then I think they're going to end up running two solos in like the Magnus plus maybe a Fade or something like that. But that's my opinion. Torture on the other side is picked up. Okay, I'm
Okay, they
completely
get the
wrong.
Parasite instead of the Tempest,
I'm
but yeah,
completely
still,
wrong.
there's no way they're not grabbing a jungler, man.
I
We got
I
it.
don't know, man. They're crazy. They're crazy.
Yeah, they are a little bit wild, but it's pretty extreme.
All
Okay,
right.
so Tempest is still on the board, but yeah, okay, there it is. Okay, very powerful team makeout coming out here for the Hellborn.
Yeah, no kidding.
Torture carry with all this damage as well. Could definitely do the trick. I like their lineup a lot.
Yeah, it is a pretty good lineup indeed. Now, over here for Afraid though, this is definitely a bit of an interesting lineup. The Andromeda going to be playing the primary support here. Are they going to be able to formulate a tri-lane here? I don't think they are, which means Andromeda is going to be in kind of that dual lane support situation, which we often don't see her in because of her short range.
Yeah, but combined with a partner like Master of Arms, they both Master of Arms obviously having more range than Andromeda, but they pair together quite well still, the minus armor and the acid bomb. And besides that, if they wanted to go aggressive, they could. They have a parasite, so they could do the aggressive dual lane plus parasite always, but it doesn't look like they're going to go that route. Playing it safe
Interesting.
instead.
Yep, gonna run the Suicide Magnus, who is being stacked regen, 200 gold worth of regen, so that he's heading up top. It equates to more like 100 because he did actually purchase the ward himself.
Hmm.
So just being stacked a little bit right there, but looking to get that ward off very quickly. Pebbles and Luna heading over to the vicinity. I don't think they're going to be able to intercept the Magnus in time, and I believe that Mr. Ling going to be able to block this pull after all. And yep, easy peasy. Hellborn team doesn't even know he was there.
Yeah, they have no clue apparently, so great job by them. Looking at the Legion team's lineup, okay, Rally obviously is Compel and his Seismic Slam. They are AoE, but okay, look at Andromeda, the Parasite, and Rally. Yes, he is AoE, but usually you can line yourself up so he's not hitting usually more. I mean, it depends, and they do have Line Suns. An eventual Portal Key coming out in Magnus will set up other Line Suns from Rally, but AoE heavy. I look at Hellborn's team, and I definitely think that screams out a lot more. I see more single target burst and picking off. Yes, individual heroes on the Hellborn team. So I am favoring the team fight quite a bit here for the Europicans.
Yeah, they have a ton of that team fight potential, but the overall ganking potential, the mobility of this Legion team is really going to be their strength. The fact that they're going to be able to set up ganks from locations unbeknownst, along with the rally and maybe the invis there on Parasite, maybe a big swap coming in. Going to be interesting. Right now, though, we're going to have Rally 1v1 with Torture in the middle lane. This is the second time in this series that we're actually going to see a straight 1v1 here.
Yeah, just not wanting to put that Andromeda anywhere towards that middle lane at all. Just knowing that she has a little bit of a range issue. She is great at harassing back suicides, that's for sure. But
And speaking of great at harassing back suicides, though, is the Luna already putting out a lot of damage onto Mr. Ling, and Magnus is not going to have a good time up here in the top lane.
no, 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 no. Obviously, each of the suicides here having someone to box them out, just sort of have to hang in there as best they can. Ooh, Bassett's doing a great job actually harassing back Magma so far.
And how about this? Andromeda actually is over here trying to get the stack off. It looks like Pharaoh used the Tormented Soul, though, to block that. Going to be using that instead of actually using a ward to block it off.
Okay, where is the other ward placement by them here? Okay, they have it actually.
There's a lane ward.
Interesting. Yeah,
The
there's a
top,
lane
yeah.
ward.
Yeah, very interesting right there, especially because this ward does typically prevent you from more of that aggression in middle lane while still providing you some lane vision. If you're worried more about the lane that you're in, you might place that a little bit closer up to the tower to see TPs coming in. I don't know. Interesting.
Yeah, they also might not have been sure if there might have been an aggressive setup or something, so have
Yeah.
that little extra vision, just making sure Pebbles is going to be safe here.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of interesting because you mentioned that they might not have been sure, but this board looks like it was placed about 45 seconds into the game, so they should have been able to
True,
read
it's true.
the lane setup by that point. So
Oh yeah, no, no, you're right, you're right. And
I don't know. It's kind of an odd ward right there coming out of Bassett's, but that's what they want to go with. Feeling comfortable with that one, and like you said, it will definitely secure the farm on Pebbles.
looking back down here to our buddy Pharaoh, he's looking to just keep active by stacking the Ancients here. Seeing he uses Tormented Soul again, he looks like he's been pretty active. I mean, the pull was done, but I think he'll be active about blocking the next spawn, hopefully.
Oh, it's a kill there in the middle lane. Looks like Rally, Parasite, and Andromeda able to combo down the Torture. I kind of saw them hovering in that vicinity, but, well, nice, easy kill right there with the long duration stun. And Andromeda, a second 1.75, actually. And then 1.5 on Rally, all the damage they need.
Yeah, Andromeda Rally on their own, just able to put out a ton of damage. Add in that Parasite, and it's a guaranteed kill. And as with any dual lane, it always just takes, you know, straight up onto any hero. Usually you get them down very low, but don't get the kill. Throw in something even just like Parasite's Leech without a creep, and it's usually enough to finish the job.
Now, back in the middle lane, Luna has rotated down, just going to try to provide some additional support. But Andromeda, of course, after buying the initial lane here in the bottom for Yolam, has rotated back over. But once again, this is where that really short range, what is it, 300 and... What's up?
I don't know why Gossek just showed himself there, though. I mean, I was saying, I think that the lane advantage here that they have is great on the Legion side. It is still keeping him back. The dual lane's here, but if Gossek gets a good creep and there's no ward up, he can just go punish that middle lane right away. It doesn't look like Tempest is trying to be active just yet. He's just going more that passive farming route, so they got to be careful.
Yeah, they do. Top lane, Pebbles actually looking to edge out Magnus. Magnus just going to turn around and toss an auto attack back his way. Pharaoh was actually perhaps in a little bit of a scary situation as the Minotaur was making his way over, but Pablo McDad, very comfortable in that long lane, knows exactly when he needs to back up, and even with the invisible Andromeda down there, nothing too much to worry about. He's got good game sense, man.
Mm-hmm. He does. Ancients were not sacked by him, by the way. It's still up. Still just a single stack there, so not really keeping as active as I'd like.
Yeah, not really doing a whole lot in the middle lane. Oh, Compel actually going to be going out here onto Torture. There's the Leech to finish him off. The chain reaction stun not going to connect. Ooh, a rocket brings Rally down very, very low. He's going to get a potion and his bottle back. And, well, cancel on the potion. Going to have to keep on sipping on the bottle. Bassett's extremely close to bringing home that kill.
Yeah. Meanwhile, looking at other series here really quick, I did get an update. I guess AL versus Pika going into Game 3. Apparently, Pika took Game 1, AL bounced right back. Did seal the deal with Game 2. Game 3 just starting up right now. You get any feedback on any of the other series going on?
No, I have actually absolutely no clue what's going on with any of the other series, but that was definitely one I was looking at. I think the third one was going to be We Are Spies. Who were they playing? The other ones that were looking kind of competitive.
There was We Are Spies versus, it's on the tip of my tongue. I've got it.
Team Excellent.
Team Excellent, that's right. And I'm actually curious. Yeah, I was feeling like Excellent has been looking pretty good lately. I was thinking maybe they would kind of take that series, but now I'm looking at the current matchup, and it looks like We Are Spies is in a very, very good position, up 15-8, and having a tower kill advantage with a very powerful lineup here in what might be Game 3 at this point.
Yeah, we'll see. Could have some big upsets there in the first round, as I know you definitely favored Pika to actually get
AL.
crushed by AL.
Oh, yeah, I did. I think Pika just hasn't made their mark lately, man. That's just how I feel about it. And yeah, we'll see. It's obviously taking the first game very powerful. I heard there's a little bit of drama going on. I don't know all the details, but
what else is new?
Yeah.
What would a day be without your daily dose of HoN drama, right?
And it was the case that 007 took game 1 against Team Excellent. Monkey King and Wild Soul sort of paving the way, and Moon Queen. Talk about a late game
Wow.
lineup, paving the way there for 007, and the next game, just all-out gank lineup with Fade, Aluna, Bubbles, Master, and Tempest, taking out another all-out gank lineup from 007. So, game 3 here, we'll see.
Fun. All right, in the bottom lane, there's a tower push going on, but up in the top, Magnus has to use his Lava Surge to get away from the Tempest. This tower is going to go down. Whether it gets denied or not is now the question. Oh, Parasite with the big hit from the Heavy Ballista, able to bring down the tower. And the Hellborn team just looking kind of like, hey, well, you weren't supposed to kill that.
The Parasite being really difficult to out-deny there. He actually chose to level up his Infest as well, so that was one damn powerful Ballista. I like that he kept active, man. I like that he ran those ganks mid, and we saw it prove successful twice. And just look at the golden experience gap that it's created. Definitely Rally taking full advantage of that and sort of snowballing here.
Indeed. Magnus going to go with the Lava Surge up top. Pebbles in some trouble. There's the Leech coming in. Oh, Elemental Void turnaround. Pebbles going to go for the double combo right now. There's the Stalagmites. Doesn't have enough for the Chuck, though. Now the Glacial Blast going to be going out, but the Panzer Armor is there on the Parasite. Parasite going to be okay. Leech to finish off Pebbles. And 4 players from the Legion team up there, making sure not only to defend the tower, but capitalize with a kill onto Enzo.
Yeah. And only 2. I mean, we saw the Elemental Void come down. It looked like it was maybe trying to save Enzo. Enzo tried to look like he man up there, just enough damage, man. They had the TP support. 1 extra hero there coming out, Torturer and Aluna for the Europakins. That could have been devastating here for Team Afraid, but just not having the proper attrition to bring to the fight there.
Yeah, felt just one man short as taking a fallen down here. There's a little bit of pressure being applied onto this bottom tower at the hands of Pharaoh. Andromeda was doing a little bit of creep pulling, had a double stack of the Fire Ogres. And it looks like Pharaoh plus Invisible Torture might be converging onto Andromeda. This could be a real bad time for Sender if she gets spotted out by a rocket.
The defense tower constantly swiveling almost looked like it was like, I know you're there, Torture. Pointing at him.
I love the HoN 3.0 towers, man. Like, I wasn't super sold, like, immediately, but I love these towers now.
Yeah, I'm definitely a fan of the I think the Ballistas are cool. They are a bit big, but the Ballistas are cool for the defense towers. I like how they're rotating out.
Mid lane Rally in a little bit of trouble. There's the Glacial Blast. The Chain Reaction not going to be used. Turning it around, actually. There's the Compel on Parasite. Chain Reaction hits him as well. Parasite gets on into a Warlock. It's going to get burnt down by the Impalement. Panzer Armor goes out as well. Was that on him while he was inside of the creep?
The Master of Arms
defensive call? Yeah.
Yeah, it looked kind of weird there, eh?
That was odd. Odd indeed. Speaking of MOA, he's farming pretty damn well here in the bottom lane at 342 gold per minute. Second in the game, just behind again on Rally. So, again, crushing this middle lane. Torture down there at 220 GPM, while Rally pushing like nearly the 400 mark.
Yeah, again, crushing it, but I'm just... you can say it, but I'm going to give all credit to Gossig there, setting up the ganks with Parasite. I mean... Yeah, he casted his spells. He did a great job. No offense, but I think it's the teamwork that really prevailed more than anything.
Yeah.
That's because they did have a 3v2. They did have a 3v2 setup. They had the Parasite ganks come in, and it wasn't just like a straight dual lane versus dual lane crush.
Yeah.
I mean, they did skew the numbers, and all credit to them. You by all means should. But
I like it. Gossig doing a pretty good job. He's at 303 gold per minute now on Parasite. So finished up his Ghost Marchers and working on his first Arcana, going to be going the early Hellflower route. And what's the real advantage of going for that Hellflower over something like maybe an earlier Portal Key or even a Codex that we'll see occasionally?
for the Parasite with a start like this, sure, but yeah, just with his build up, definitely just looks like that straight Hellflower route for sure.
All right. Top lane, they're going to be going on to Pebbles, and Enzo going to drop once again. Kongor drops down from the sky, stomps on his face, and says, "What up?" And Enzo, once again, I mean, it seems like every game, middle lane, Impalement going out there, but the defensive master's call going to keep Rally in good spirits. Once again, though, with Enzo, it seems like every game he's farmed well, but just getting killed.
Right before he gets his major pickup,
exactly.
too, right? I mean, he was farming at 370 or something, actually. The
Really?
pickoffs and the fights had, yeah.
That
yeah.
high?
When I was looking at Rally at 400, he was like at 370. Pickoffs happening and not able to.
Oh, Compel in the middle lane. Seismic Slam interrupted by the Glacial Blast right there. Chain reaction hits too as well. There's the Rat of Pharaoh coming in. The Wall of Mummies and Parasite going to be in some trouble. Rally already gone down. Parasite taking the fall to the Chuck, and a pause going to be coming in right here.
I don't know. I wonder if it's a team pause or again. Okay, Yolm DC. That's big actually. But
yeah.
Again, he could have gotten that Rally Compel off sooner. Not the Compel, the Seismic Slam. There was like, you can cast it like 0.3 seconds sooner. That's all he needed to get it off in time. He sort of waited a brief moment before casting it after the Compel. So I thought he could have got it off in time. Just barely shortened. Great job there by the Hellborn team, interrupting the Seismic Slam and doing a fantastic counter. Huge Wrath of the Pharaoh coming out from Pablo.
Yeah, that save on to Bassett's pretty crucial because he had a big turnaround with Emerald Lightning there. The two-man Emerald Lightning that kept the two players stunned and set up that huge Wrath of the Pharaoh from Pablo McDad. So great coordination coming out of the Europicans, man. And I've got to say, and maybe I underestimated this team a little bit. Afraid has been looking on fire recently, and they did just have this recent change with Mr. Ling replacing Panny. But Europicans not only holding their own, but maybe in a decent position to actually take this series over Afraid. I mean, that would be a pretty large upset.
It would be. I mean, looking at a lot of these first-round matches to me, though, in my book, I consider this to be, maybe I was overrating Europicans, too. I can't say, but I consider this to be one of the better matches.
Ooh, Compel coming out in the middle lane. Lava Surge onto Enzo, and Enzo drops to 1-3-0 with his third death there. Just sticking around a little bit too long, and then Rally coming in with the Compel.
Yeah, and they, you know what? They just got done using the Wrath and all their resources going for that tower. They're just liable to get countered there. I'd rather see them play back, play it safe, take the tower later, and focus on getting that portal key on Pebbles. Wouldn't you?
Yep, I completely agree right there. And getting those initiation items on the Pebbles, and maybe even something like that onto the Tempest, pretty damn nice. Now, speaking of the Tempest, we often see a couple different builds on Tempest, whether you're going for the mobility initiation type items or you're tanking up, going to those support type items more recently. Which one of those builds do you really feel in this time?
The tanking up versus the support?
Tanking up versus like initiation type with a push stick.
I prefer the tanking up a lot.
Yeah. Oh, Seismic Slam in the middle lane. There comes the face hug and the leech to finish off Shams. That's his third death in the game as well. And a great use of the offensive Master's Call there on Rally. Did you see how fast that Seismic Slam was with the cast speed bonus?
Yeah, the Master's Call, man, that is one huge thing to always keep in mind with Rally. It just propels it to a very, very fast cast animation. Same thing with Deadwood's Punch, man. That thing is like instant when you have Master's Call. It's already quick. Yeah. With Master's Call, it's like instant.
Level 11 Tempest activating the Ghost Marshes wants to come on in here. There's the Glacial Blast. Emerald Red Lightning being stacked. And the Elemental Void going to come out. No, Swap is going to be used. Wanted to get the Elemental Void off. There's going to be the Wrath of the Pharaoh on Master of Arms. Trying to turn around with the charge shot, but Pharaoh able to finish him off. And Tempest not going to be able to close the distance. Parasite came back in, scored a kill onto Bassett's. But now Parasite could be the one that's in a little bit of trouble here, trying to get out of there. There's the Stalagmites. Oh, the dodge into the Screecher. Parasite going to be trying to get away. Glacial Blast go out. No more stuns, though. There's the Chuck, and Parasite going to get the leech off. Oh, my God. Is Ghostic actually going to get out of here? The Rocket going to be available from Mr. Pharaoh in just a moment, but no. Down he goes. The PK and the auto attacks from Pebbles.
Pretty damn huge. If I'm not mistaken, you can actually use the elementals on the little vulture as well, right? To convert it when Parasite's running there. Instead of using the Glacial Blast on it, he could have just converted it and then stunned, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Pretty damn sure.
Yep, that's true. That's true. Did he have the mana for it? He probably did. He had plenty of mana.
Just a little bit of a misplay in the moment, but nothing too big. They got the Parasite kill in the end.
That's like some real heads-up thinking, though, to think about converting that minion, like when he just escaped from the Stalagmites. I don't know. My mind would have been blank at that point, but that's why I'm just a caster instead of a player, right?
Nah.
I don't know, man. I'm bringing Myrmidon with the portal key back. I'm doing it.
What do you mean bringing it back?
Well, okay. I'm bringing it. I'm bringing it for the first time.
Yeah.
I'm innovating. Come on, I'm sure some Russian semi-professional team has probably run a portal key Myrmidon before. It's good, man, because you port right in, and then you drop the carp on somebody's face, and they freak out and they move automatically because they're like, "Oh crap, a portal key!" and they move. Then they get stunned. Then you hit your wheat field 100% of the time, and it works, man. It works.
Well, it's nice for a follow up on a line stun your team if you need to if they get a couple hero stuff. Just want to follow up, I suppose. Get right up in there. It's definitely worse pickups too. Still farming it on your support Myrm is another story.
Not when you lane Emperor and Beef together and we get 7 kills.
You just get the kills. You just get the kills non-stop with that Blacksmith Myrm lane.
Oh man, got the Striders, man.
And Striders, it's my favorite boot by far.
Oh, top lane, Enzo in some trouble once again. Rally is there, the compelling cooldown. Stalagmite's used though, and Pebbles has the turnaround potential with the Pharaoh and Tempest now coming in. Pharaoh hits the Wrath of Pharaoh here on the Magnus, but Compel and Magnus going to be just fine. Pharaoh turns around, and there's a lot of players in this top lane. 9 players to be accurate.
Yulm actually going... He really pushes the limits with different item builds, man, from what we conventionally see. Not going the Energizer route, not doing any of that, going straight for the Ice Brand here. Just wanting to tank the hell on up. Has the vestments, has the Ice Brand, has the Steam.
Top lane. Pebbles misses the Stalagmites. Compel misses as well. The Deafening Roar hits. 2-man Lava Surge, 3-man Lava Surge. The charge shot in the auto tanks to finish off Enzo. Parasite closing the distance right now. Gets the face hug off. There's the leech as well onto Tempest. Tempest could be in some trouble. Chain Reaction Stun is there as well. The Agonizing Bonds brings it in. Compel on the Torture as well. Sham's in some serious trouble. Emerald Red Lightning not going to connect right there. Luna goes down as well. And the hat trick coming out from Mr. Ling. Magnus having a good time at the top lane. And just like that, a large golden experience advantage for Team Afraid.
Yeah, they just keep getting screwed at these tower pushes, man. Every single time. It's like Wrath of the Pharaoh was down. The entire enemy team was ready to respond with pretty much all of their major cooldowns. Why push it? Why risk it? You know you can't win that fight. I know the Pebbles missed, but they still have a rally to counter-initiate there at the tower.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. That was kind of really questionable by Enzo to go in at that point. I mean, they were either going to get the tower or they weren't. What was Pebbles going in there and attempting to combo somebody going to do? I mean, what follow-up were they going to have? There's no portal key with the 5-man Elemental Void coming in from Tempest. The Wrath of Pharaoh was down. What was Enzo's plan there? Don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. And then Magnus, secondary initiate after the compelled to save with swap still. They have 2 saving tools at the tower behind there, just screaming to be overextension here for Hellborn.
Yeah.
The other thing we didn't really bring up that we oftentimes do, but looking at the Pharaoh, the free tablet coming out from Rally. The Mummy Walls.
Yeah, definitely a strong counter to the Pharaoh for sure. And like that quite a bit. Now, Pebbles, Enzo farmed well. We talked about this earlier. But he's just been kind of dying. 2, 4, and 0 right now. Hasn't really been able to set anything up effectively. And at this point, in terms of solo kills, and the only person he's even remotely going to be able to touch is going to be this Andromeda. But, you know, with a Bracer, she might even be okay herself if she gets a good stun off in time. I don't know. And how about that? Going to be a Frostburn here from Master of Arms. Not going for the Frostwolf Skull, but something we very rarely see on ranged heroes.
Yeah, I can't say I've seen this on a Master of Arms in a competitive match and for as long as I can remember. It's usually the build-up items, the Energizers, into the Geometers, into the Shrunken Heads instead. And I honestly usually prefer that route. Don't really have too much insight to give here on this Frostburn. It's not the route I would pick up. Yeah. He is eventually able to split it up into Geometers, into a Frostwolf if he wants later on. Can still get a Shrunken and just be a tanky mess up in front, but not up in front, but just hard to bring down in these team fights, especially with Rally to cover him and Andromeda swapping back. But you know, maybe figuring that a build like this, he's not going up against another hard carry, for instance. He doesn't have to like scale obscenely, so just going for a more mid-game paced item build. Just looking at it from that perspective, I suppose.
Yeah, and it does definitely give him the mobility. Not going for the Energizer, though, that we will oftentimes see on a Master of Arms. If he did pick that up, he would be quite mobile. I mean, you have 14% movement speed coming out of the Frostburn. Pretty significant. I don't know. I know that you're a really big fan of the Energizer on Master of Arms. Is that something that you might have preferred to have seen on him relatively early on?
It is, but I mean, it is only 20 minutes. He does have his
Uh-oh,
Frostburn.
bottom lane, Magnus in trouble. Combo comes out from Pebbles. Wrath of Pharaoh and the red power throw to finish him off. Pablo McDad stealing the ultimate warrior streak there.
Yeah, a great pick off by them, and maybe they'll here. Each of the first tier towers have been the bane of their existence. Hope they don't pressure the next one too much and get caught out again.
Yeah, it's fine to pressure. They've been bad about overstaying their welcome, and I don't know. Enzo getting caught out twice, a little bit unfortunate for sure. Maybe play footsie a little bit better in the next one.
Yeah, well, the thing is, they weren't like pushing the towers and having their spells all up to a fight. They've been pushing the towers, overextending a little bit, and then getting countered on while they don't have all their ultimates up.
Yeah. To answer Mr. Ling's question here, he's talking about Pablo McDad ending the streak. You do actually get the assist, but when you finish off a streak, an Ultimate Warrior, or an Onslaught, or whatever, it doesn't actually show the assists. I'm not going to type that to them. I'll leave them wondering, but all the viewers at home now know the mystical secrets of HoN. Emperor, like, if there was a Brady Games strategy book for HoN, how long would that book have to be?
If it's going to be as in-depth as I'd like it, probably about 700 pages.
700? I was thinking
Maybe
a little bit
600.
more, honestly. Like, but that's pretty good. Like, no, you know what? I think you're about right. That'd be a thick book, man.
I think you could do a good job in like a 120-page book, though. 150-page
What?
book.
No, you're crazy.
I think you could do a good job. You're not going to like tell everyone every little nuance of the game, but knowing when the names appear after a kill doesn't need to be in there.
Yeah.
It's
I
I think you could do a pretty good job, maybe 150, but
Do people still buy those books? Like, for new games
still
that come out?
exist. I guess so. I mean,
I-
things are digital more these days, man.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what's the internet for? I would think that if you're playing these video games, you know how to use the internet pretty appropriately. But I don't know, man. I don't even know. Sorry, that was a crazy thought that just popped in my head. Tablet of Command picked up on 3 players right now. Rally grabbed one. Tempest and Torture, both for the Hellborn team, grabbing one as well.
Well, their newest strategy guide is out for Heart of the Storm, so it definitely still does exist.
Heart of the Swarm, you mean?
Heart of the Storm, yeah.
Oh, I thought you said Heart of the Storm.
No.
I was like, oh, Emperor, we're about to have issues.
They have nice hard covers these days. Huh, interesting. Anyway, back to the game.
So,
I was curious.
well, with all that hypermobility, Tempest did end up going the slightly support route, just getting that early Astrolabe plus the Ring of Sorcery. Not going to be going for something like a Barrier Idol or anything just yet. And then the Tablet of Command to just have some additional mobility. I like that. What the hell? Did you just see what Magnus just purchased?
Helm of the Black Legion.
Yeah, man. What's up? What's up with this?
Just wants to be tanky enough to survive the combo after the initiation, that's all.
I guess. It's just,
He is serving as more of the primary initiator, it looks like, for this team. He's not playing secondary initiator like he might when you're facing a something like, or paired up with something like a Deadwood or a Pebbles and having the Magnus Suicide. It looks like, yeah, he was in that role this game, but it looks like he's more of the primary initiator.
Yeah,
So just trying to be able to get in there and get out safely. They have tablets, they have compels for him, something like that. So I think that's more of his line of thinking.
Cool. It's not something that we see too often, but
No.
yeah, definitely understand the reasoning behind it. And situationally, yeah, I think it could work out pretty well for him. Of course, he'll start saving up for his next item here pretty soon, whether it's going to be a Hellflower or a Push Stick himself, something along those lines. Legion team, though, saying, hey, we just got a couple of item pickups. The Hellflower finished up on Parasite, and it's time to gather up in the bottom lane, go for a push.
Yeah. You can definitely argue that if he wants that, he should just maybe start building up for a Shrunken or something instead.
Oh, Magnus going to go in. There's the Lava Surge. Fork Lightning goes out. There's the Charge Shot as well. Master of Arms manning up. There's the Compel and the Deafening Roar to finish off Pebbles.
Activated.
Oh, auto attack, double damage going in there. Hunter Pharaoh doing so much damage. Pebbles buys back, combo onto Master of Arms. Swamp comes in, two-man Lava Surge. There's the Wrath of Pharaoh onto the MOA. Sender in some trouble. Elemental Void goes in. There's the interrupt with the face hug, though. And Pebbles going to be going down once again. Master of Arms in some trouble. There's the charge shot as Pharaoh not going to be able to get the finish off. There's the leech into a creep. The infest that is. And Parasite going to try to get the finish off onto Pharaoh. Leech goes out. Chain reaction's done hitting Rally, but after he gets the kill. And Afraid seems to be walking away with this game. Keep in mind, there is a red power throw available, and Master Arms is extremely low. So, going to keep an eye on Aluna here and see if she chooses to use that. I don't know. MO would definitely
Master Arms
die.
got away, man.
That's
Just
crazy.
one hit. They needed that kill. They needed that kill.
And, Enzo unfortunately dying twice there. Popped back and died again. And did they bring home any kills? Yes, they killed Andromeda.
That doesn't count.
Yeah,
that does not count.
It's just Sender, who's having a phenomenal game again.
Yeah, 0, 1, and 9. That actually is true.
That's perfect. And the only reason he died right there is because he swapped Master of Arms to save Master of Arms' life. So, big shout out to Sender. I mean, absolutely phenomenal player. And having a great series so far. We saw him on the Aluna last game and on the Andromeda this game getting work done. Not only with those wards, but also with some fantastic positioning in the team fights, making sure to contribute.
Yep.
Now, am I crazy? Like, Aluna did have the red power throw
she didn't available. Have it available. Just didn't try for it. Figured it wasn't going to hit it. And...
I don't know. Like, what do you think about that? For me, I'm a fan of just going for it. You know that the Master of Arms is that low.
I am too. Maybe she just didn't realize how... Maybe she did not realize how low he was.
Yeah, it's possible. But if she did, even if it's a 1 in 100 chance or whatnot, you know, it doesn't hurt to try. It's going to be a minute that you don't have your Emerald Red. So that's my opinion. But
it's been a minute since that moment anyway, so.
Exactly. Pebbles being played by Enzo. He's going for that Mighty Blade and now working toward that Shrunken Head. But so far, I mean, he's had an extremely rough game so far.
Yeah, you wouldn't think he's still sitting at 300 gold per minute, 3, 6, and 1. Not the worst score on their side. I mean, their entire team's having a rough game, to be honest. Just those overextensions, have not been playing it out and then getting picked off there. The buyback, the follow-up death. Still pretty close to his Shrunken, though. I mean, his farm is keeping up.
Torture getting spotted out right there by a ward. Could be in a little bit of trouble. They definitely know that he's in this vicinity. Torture could be in a lot of trouble. There's the Revelation going to be going down as well. And what's the initiation going to look like right here? Magma's going to be coming on in first. There's the portal key. Lava Surge comes in. There's the offensive master call. Compel. Deafening Roar and the Seismic Slam. Oh my God. That was disgusting. That was actually disgusting right there.
Way too fast, man. The level 2 Master's Call into the level 3 Seismic Slam. Just completely disintegrating Torture.
And yeah, just like that, looks like Afraid going to be having an open avenue to this bottom lane tower. Shams, despite being the real carry hard farmer this game, he's at 0-5 and 4 as well. Hasn't really been able to secure that much farm. 127 CS, which is a pretty healthy amount of CS at this point of the game, but just lots and lots of deaths, minimal tower pushing coming out for his team. Ends up with a 250 GPM carry tort, not where you want to be.
Yeah, 200 creep kills here by Pablo. I almost wonder, I haven't been paying close enough attention, but I wonder if his team has been giving him the farm as much.
200 kills on Pablo?
200 creep kills.
Pablo's at 63. Are you talking about Fine?
Yes, Fine.
Okay.
I saw the Tempest, and I don't know why I said Pablo.
Sorry.
Yeah, so I almost wonder if his team hasn't been giving him that room to farm as much. Not been leaving the stacks. He didn't go that Gnome's Wisdom route, which we've often seen lately, too, for a Torturer trying to steroid farm, give him the extra regen a bit. Still a tablet, obviously a fine pickup, but yeah, I feel like it's not like they've been channeling and funneling all of that farm into the Torturer either. Everybody's hungry, everybody's trying to get a piece, and, well, they need Torturer to be that top dog.
Yep. It's a bit unfortunate.
To make their team weak, yeah.
Yeah, because the Tempest, I mean, he's got the spells. The items are certainly going to help as, Pharaoh Will spawn out Magnus right here. There's an Invisible Tempest as well. Invisible Parasite on top of Torture. There's the Hellfire applied. The Leech comes in as well. Wrath the Pharaoh going out onto Parasite, though. Lava Surge goes out onto 3 people right here. Pebbles comes in, but the Shrunken Head activated on MOA. There's the Chuck back as Rally going to try to get the Seismic Slam off. Not able to. Enzo going to fall on the front lines. There goes Fine as well. There's the wall. Mummies coming up. Pharaoh going to be trying to get out of there. Luna turns around. She goes down. Pharaoh and Torture trying to get out of there. Lava Surge onto 2, though. Forks Lightning. And that may very well do it. A 5-0 genocide for the Legion team. Going to be able to easily take this tower and without any opposition march on into the enemy base.
Yeah, I mean, right on home here for the Europicans, man. I don't think Afraid can be stopped at this point. They're just snowballing way too hard. They got the Master of the Arms rally combination. They got the minus armor. They were sitting in the acid all of last fight. They're taking full form. Looks like a Shrunken Head almost completed here by your Parasite that already has his Hellflower. It's madness.
Madness, it's madness indeed. There goes the Nacho Cheese ranks going down, and Afraid, like a well-oiled machine, backs on up without losing anybody, not even remotely going to try to finish off that range track, knowing just how dangerous that could have been.
Yeah.
They're even going to take the Ancients here on the way out. Pharaoh Rocket will scout that, but they're too fast.
Yeah, I just want to see this Master of Arms at level 16 now. I just want to see just how fast that Rally Ultimate can be. Full form with that maximum cast speed. What is it? Plus 100 cast speed? Am I wrong? No, plus 100.
That's pretty intense. Like I don't even know how much that is, but it seems like a lot.
Yeah, I don't know if it is, but I don't want to go crazy.
Right? Like it's like 100. Like if you're talking about 100 attack speed, that's the same as like a Draconis ultimate. Like that's a pretty significant amount of attack speed. And if cast speed works the same way, then yeah, it's probably actually going to cast before you even press the button.
It's going to know that you want to cast it.
Yeah.
Just use it for you.
It's in your brain, man. It's in your brain. Wow.
It might be even so fast that we see a double cast. Where?
Oh my god. That'd be awesome.
How horrible would that be with Calcify? With cast speed somehow affecting spells where...
That'd be insane, man. It's like WTF mode or something for HoN. Shrunken Head.
WTF.
There you go. Oh god. Wow. Parasite actually going to be finishing up a Shrunken Head here. So rather than going for something that we typically see right after a Hellfire, which would be the Portal Key, just to get those slightly better initiations off, he goes for the Shrunken Head, and I actually like that.
He hits quite hard at this point, and we'll see. People forget about the Draining Venom, obviously increasing all of his damage up by 24% too, that applying to his auto attacks as well. With that Hellflower, Ghost Marchers, and Shrunken, we'll see here, but I'm expecting it to be in the 200 range, and yeah, from here on out, if he gets a Portal Key, that's a very sound initiation. Portal
Key, 214.
Yeah, and then plus the 24%.
Damn.
Plus the 24%, so he is hitting very, very hard in his own right.
Yeah, of course. And when you're talking about some heroes on the other side, like Pebbles, that's only sitting at... Well, he's actually sitting at 10 armor. How does he have so much armor? Oh, the slab skin.
His slab skin, yeah.
Wow. Sorry, my brain took a little bit of vacation there for 1 second. But Pebbles, I mean, with 10 armor and only 1,600 life, those are big hits coming out right there. Probably close to 300.
He's got those steam boots on now, switch back to strength, so just a little bit more tanky, but just in general...
Don't rain on my parade.
I'm raining on it, no. In general, he's doing pretty good, we can say that much.
Hurricane Emperor dropping rain onto everybody's
here's
parades.
A Luna, though.
Oh, Luna does go down. I couldn't even switch to that soon enough. Parasite and Magnus comboing her down as Rally and Master of Arms running the Murderous Moppets up top. Fine could be in some serious trouble. There's the Compel. That was actually the push stick. Whew.
Yeah.
They have different noises, man. I have to learn the noises better.
One's like the pew, and the other one's like a... yeah, okay. You covered me.
I got it, man. I got it. I learned that noise when I trained on how to become a train.
Trained on how to become a train. You
Remember
actually train for that?
We talked about like how good of a train noise I make.
Really? Are you gonna show us or
what? No. What? Weren't you my co-caster when we were talking about that? Yes, we were, because you were mentioning that there was a train going by, at
Oh
your
yeah, then you
house.
replicated it. That's right. Because I was.
Oh, I didn't replicate it. I just said choo choo,
Oh
which is a
well.
pretty good train to be honest.
That, I guess it's above average.
Yeah.
Definitely. Everyone just they're holding in here. I mean, obviously it's the final game of the series. They don't want to just let it go. But Pablo, that was my boots. What?
Pablo sniped out a skeleton king with a rocket from across the map.
Oh, and then
Sender had been working on it for like 20 seconds.
oh god, he's like, man, those are my boots.
Well, he's had his boots. He's got steam boots
I
actually
know.
now,
This is...
but Astrolabe too.
Okay, those are his steam boots. It's still funny hearing Sender say those for my boots though, because it's not. Obviously, it's a little bit of a dramatic effect coming in. He has the Astrolabe this game, but seeing him run around without boots for the longest time.
Sad days, man. What's the latest that you've seen a support pick up boots in a professional game?
I would need to think about it. Can't tell you off the top of my head. Maybe never.
Just
I
estimate.
mean, I can say never. I can say never.
You can say never, but
I can because I've seen the no boots all game.
what's worse? 15-minute no boots concede, or like 30-minute no boots?
30-minute no boots.
Yep. I'm pretty sure I've seen Nova at 25 minutes before.
Really? Mm-hmm. That's fascinating.
It's Emperor. I know you don't play support, but it's sad, man. Like, I feel for him.
No, I can feel the pain. That's for sure.
I'm glad you can. I'm glad you can empathize. Speaking of Empath, why don't we see her in this game? Empath's awesome. There's the portal key picked up on Parasite, by the way. As Rally in the middle lane, taking the Glacial Blast right here. There's the Agonizing Bonds. Chain Reaction going to hit, actually. There's the Offensive Master's call, though. Rally's going to turn around right here and kill this Torture. Nope. I wanted to see him just instantly use the Seismic Slam and obliterate the Torture.
Yeah. Nope, not right now.
That would have been awesome.
I want to see a shrunken head on the Rally, man. That's what I want to see.
Yeah. Make sure to get those Seismic Slams off.
First person, yeah. First person I've seen to do it was... and you think back to who was playing it for Orange. Orange
it was
Sports
Kiddo.
Game, Stay Green got it. Kiddo got it, that's right. Kiddo
Or maybe Wang Wang. I think it was Kiddo.
I think it was Kiddo.
I think it was Kiddo. I'm going to have faith in myself and say Kiddo.
Yeah.
Yep. I was thinking about it too, man. You said the first person, I was like, it was the guy from Orange Esports the other day. Glacial Blast going out right there. Pebble's going to miss the stalagmites. Hellfire going to be applied onto... oh, Lava Surge comes in right there. 3-man Lava Surge. Elemental Void bringing 3 in, but the swap going to be able to cancel that. Torture getting away. Gets killed by the face hug right there. Pebble's in some serious trouble. He gets the chuck off to finish off Andromeda. He drops. The Token of Life going to bring him back up. Master of Arms pounding out the auto attack damage. There's the Eruption to finish off Tempest. And Pebble's still trying to man up. The stalagmite's going out there, but Master of Arms going to turn it around. Lava Surge going to miss the chuck. And down goes Enzo. Ends up being a 4-for-1 exchange, taking out Sender for everybody other than Tempest. There's a Rax push there in the bottom lane, though. The creep's getting pretty good. But GG, well played. It's going to be coming out from Pablo McDad and the Europicans. Lose it 1-2 right here in their debut with their new roster. And also Afraid on the other side. Their first time playing without Panny. Hey, man, they looked good. 2-1 victory here over the former Pencils team.
Yeah, pretty decisive 30. I mean, it ended up look close, but they went too hard on those tower pushes, man. They really fell behind from that. And from there on out, they just didn't have the team to sort of keep up. Too much defensive capability. They got the ability to respond. The earlier Hellflower there on Parasite, and it just really went downhill.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, congratulations to Afraid. They will be advancing here into that winner's bracket round of 2, the winner's bracket round of 8. And that's actually a big deal right there for them. And Emp, why don't we actually take a little look at the brackets and see what's going on. So guys, spoiler alert, if you do not want to be spoiled, going to be pulling up those brackets here in just one moment as we try to figure out what game we're going to be going into next. So go ahead and get this scene switched on over. Looks like Stay Green taking out the Fire Rises 2-0. Afraid versus Pencil just finished up, so it's going to be Afraid versus Stay Green in the next round. But Lions Esports Club 2-0 over Havit. TT Esports 2-0 over the Justice League, formerly known as QSQ 777. Setting up Lions Esports Club versus TT Esports there in the second round. And how about that, Emperor? We Are Spies taking out Team Excellent 2-1.
Hell yeah. I'm proud of them. I didn't expect it to happen. I honestly wrote them off as I thought Team Excellent would take that series. We Are Spies, I do like a lot of the players on their team, but they haven't really had their big break anywhere yet. But yeah, pretty big victory for them over Team Excellent.
Yeah, big one indeed. And the one final match going on right now, Absolute Legends versus Pikachu Game 3.
How's that going?
Yeah, why
I'm
don't
taking a
you
look. I'm taking a look. I'm
take
gonna
a
let
look
you
right
know
now?
right now. And it, uh-oh.
Uh-oh, do we need to get in there?
Yeah, Milk Fat might be upset, man.
Uh-oh. AL looking like they're going
I
down?
don't know if we need to get into. Yeah, AL looks like they're in a pretty. Oh, they have a Moon Queen. They have a Moon Queen. I don't want to get ahead of myself. They actually have a Moon Queen,
Oh,
and they still have a lot of towers up. So, they're down. It's 13 to 25. They're down, but looks close.
I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. Of course, if Absolute Legends does pull out, that would set up Absolute Legends versus Complexity. I mean, either one of those teams versus Complexity. That's going to be a fantastic series. But, Emp, we're going to have to figure out which one we're going to be getting into. And, of course, our next match is going to be in, probably about 20, 25 minutes here, depending on which one we're going to be covering. But that's when the next one is scheduled. So, guys, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, maybe get some food in our bellies during this break. But this has been Colecast on Honcast with Beef and Emperor. Emp, you got any shout outs before we go to that quick break?
No, I'm good, Beef. Thank you for everyone tuning in today. Just looking forward to see you guys after the break.
All right. Guys, hope that you did enjoy our best of 3 series here in the morning. We'll be back with a winner's bracket round of 8 match in just one moment. And of course, a big shout out to the Complexity Gaming organization for all their help, and over to the guys over at Honcast, including yourself, Emperor, for allowing me to come on in and broadcast on your very cool Twitch site over here.
Thank
It's
you.
it's an honor,
It was all
man.
me.
It's an
It was
honor.
all me. It
I
was
know.
all me.
Exactly.
I had to push for it, man.
Shout out to
But
Emperor for not having a camera right now, by the way. So I get to be the only one on camera.
still,
But,
still bringing it up.
oh, I'm going to bring it up. You screwed up. You screwed up big,
I
man.
screwed up. I
You
screwed up
You
when
screwed up almost as much as you screwed up your fantasy draft yesterday.
I screwed. I was going exactly as told, man. So
All right, guys, we're going to be right back. And of course, a big shout out to the sponsors of Complexity Gaming: Sound Blaster Creative, Newegg, Origin, QPad, PNY, Twitch, and G8 Brand. They are awesome. Make sure to support them and let them know that you love their involvement with esports. Guys, we'll be right back with a second series of the day, Colecast on Honcast. We're taking a little bit of a break.